scissors, cut the paper. Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Michelle.
And we are Two Creative Chicks That Ride. Yes, we are. Welcome to our show today. This is our 11th show on the 11th of March.
Yeah.
Talk about synchronicity, spirit bumps already,
Very
loving
cool.
life. Good stuff. So our show is here to educate and inspire other women riders, whether you ride your own or you're a passenger, which I actually decided to do. We'll get into that later because I do ride. But so we have a great show planned for you guys. We cover all sorts of topics, a discussion, and all about life regarding the female rider and what it's like to be the females up and coming in that what used to be a male arena. Because I got to tell you, when I was at Daytona this week, and I mean during the week, Michelle, there was as many chicks on badass bikes as there was dudes, and I was loving life up there.
Wasn't it great?
Amazing.
And I actually found our babe of the week out there.
You did. Speaking of which, so we're gonna get to meet the babe of the week, which is a lady named Melody T. Michelle met her up at Daytona Bike Week, and she was nice enough to become her babe of the week, which is great.
Yay.
So I'm going to be displaying some of my, so I'm an artist and I'm creative, and I absolutely am passionate about wood carving. It's something that I really love to do, and that's going to be our product of the week.
Excited to see what you've been working on.
And our topic for discussion this week is about like blinging out your bike. How do you do it? What do you do to make your bike yours, right? Yes. So we got a great show planned for you today, and we're definitely going to be posting some bloopers and bleeps on our TikTok.
Yeah, we're having fun. We got a couple followers.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. Yes, absolutely. So we're about to have some fun, right?
Yeah, we're about to have a really good time. I had a blast at Daytona. Dave and I, it's a little different for me this year because, as some people know, like I hadn't rode in a while, and when I did start riding again in July, it was short trips.
Very short trips, right?
So this, for me, is a very short trip, right? Just a couple hour ride, but it was a long trip, in retrospect. And we just took our time, and it was really great to get out, and it was great. And most of our time was just kind of hanging out in one spot where we used to just maybe ride around from spot to spot to spot. And then, so we had gone up early, and then you met up with us, and you were on the back of a bike.
Yes, I was, guys. I actually, I went out on a date with a guy that I met.
He's very cute.
Michelle says he's very cute. He is very cute. Very tall. I like a big boy. So I met this gentleman and decided to go to Daytona with him. And I decided I would ride on the back of his bike and I would ride bitch.
Wow. So how was it? Was it nice to, do you feel like you could enjoy like the scenery more? Or no, she's laughing. She's like, nah.
I had a blast, right? I
Awesome.
really did. I had such a good time. He was a really good dude, down to earth, comical. On his phone a little too much, but he does work, so we're used to that here because we're always like checking our websites and our emails, so it was pretty cool. And so I rode on the back of a bike. It was a Street Glide, great stereo system on it, so I was jamming to the tunes the whole time. The weather was beautiful. I missed my highway pegs, though, because I could not straighten my legs out on the bike, right? So
getting comfortable.
About 2 hours into the trip, I straightened my legs out. And I'm like, I wish I could ride like this. My legs are straight out on the side of them, right? And I go to pull my legs back in. My hips started cramping up. I thought I was going to jump off the back of his bike. I was like, oh, God, please take care of me right now.
And so any of you chicks that ride that are like our backseat babes, right?
Right.
Like you don't move, like the bum will go numb, but you just don't move because once you move, you're so screwed.
It is, and you want to know what? So I forewarned this gentleman. His name is Jim. I forewarned Jim that that I have not been a passenger in a long time. Okay, and I'm used to riding my own. So when we ride our own, for me, I balanced everything with my thighs, right? And he's like,
stop.
Boobs against the back, baby. Boobs against the back, right? Because then you're one with the rider. And I forgot about that. And it was like the first time I got on the dude's bike. So, you know, of course, dudes want the tits right on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Plus, it helps the lean factor. You know,
It does
I remember
help
riding
the
with
lean
somebody
factor
that would
a lot.
keep hitting the brakes and kind of put you up there. You know?
Yeah, I actually, he got some long arms too. He got like, pose you up there. I'm like, okay.
I'm in.
Okay, I'm here. Can't get much closer. I'll be riding around your neck. Ooh, that's not a bad idea either.
I'm glad you had fun.
Saying.
It was
I
great
did,
where we met up. There were some wonderful bikes there. A lot of bike shows going on. We
So
met up at the
many great
Cabbage
bike
Patch. Yep, and
We did. We met at the Cabbage Patch.
and they were having a bike show, right?
Oh, what a great bike show. I was very disappointed that it's, Corona, so they didn't have the coleslaw wrestling we were talking about.
No.
I was going to get Michelle to wrestle with us and have Dave tape it to get it on the show because who wouldn't have liked to see that? Me and Michelle wrestling around some coleslaw? I would have liked to have seen that.
Maybe that could have been on our TikTok. Maybe next year.
TikTok.
We're loving that.
Yeah, look at that white and gold bike.
I know.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous bikes.
They're a company down out of, I think, the lower east, St. Petersburg or something. But that white and gold bike was priced at $97,000.
Oh, it was for sale?
It was for sale, $97,000 with the gold rim and everything.
Oh my
it was
God.
just gorgeous.
I think this one here was for sale too, this purple one. I think it's like $55,000. Some gorgeous work. We talked about, Amy, this is why I took extra pictures of this bike that comes up here. You'll see one that's all blinged out, right? Yeah. And, we were talking about the girl that's in our area that I'm going to get a photo of her bike. It is astounding. She's one of our customers, and her entire bike is bedazzled. So this bike, right? It's in a bike show, and it's all rhinestones. Even that. Yeah. Even the horn cover. And so I made it a point to take a picture of this because I was like, Look
at that. So pretty.
It's kind of cool. We bling our bikes out to make them unique to us, right?
Right.
To speak about our personality.
Yeah, mine definitely describes me to a T.
It does. What are our types that we got? Let's go through them.
Okay.
We're doing the votes, so cast your votes. Right now we're a tie for the first two, but that first one is Classic Diva. Straight lines and sleek designs send shivers up my spine.
Nice.
And I think that white one really talks about straight lines and chic designs. The white one with the gold, you know what I mean? It's very, very classic Diva. I think that one would be.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
The second one is Dangerous Daredevil, right? And if it shocks you and piques your interest at the same time, I've done my job, right? Shock value.
Shock value, for real.
For real. And there's one in there that I picked out that I thought was a shock value. I ran into this girl. She was just hopping on her bike. She said that the person that did the artwork used to work for the company that I applied to have them build me a custom chopper. Like OC choppers.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Paul
that.
Tetrol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tanusi or something. Tetrasu, I don't know.
Yeah, Paul T.
I butcher names.
OC choppers.
Yes.
And she said that the person that used to work with him did the paint on it. And I think that one's more like that Daredevil Diva, because if you look at it, Amy, it's got it's the white one. It's got skulls in the front, skulls in the back. It's got these beautiful designs. So it's kind of a combo of the sleek. You can still be sleek and be that shocking person. You know what I mean? And then our third type, which is the blinged out bike that I like to talk about, and that's totally girly girl, right? I love decals, glitter, and glam. As long as it's sparkly and shiny, I would imagine that's the one that I was talking about that has the paint job done.
Yeah, I'm not. That's gorgeous. I myself, I'm not into glitter. Right? I don't mind a little bling, but I'm not a glittery kind of girl. I'm not that way. I can't stand when glitter's in the house. I can't stand it because it's everywhere, right? But I do love a couple of chicks' bikes that I saw up there that had all the little rhinestones placed perfectly on them.
Yeah.
And it was just enough to be sleek, classy, and
glam
to get
girl.
your attention.
Yeah.
Right, that
glam.
glam.
Yeah.
I bitched out my bike, and I actually, redid my seat. I made it purple and teal. I have a moon on my back seat. I did all of it myself. I went around the Harley emblems with my purple to add the purple to the teal because I wanted the two combined.
Very
I love purple and teal.
That was your first time ever?
First time ever redoing the seat.
It looks
and
really
I had the help
badass.
of my girlfriend Mallory. Hey Mal.
Hi, Mallory.
She gave me a sewing lesson, and I had an hour sewing lesson, and then I literally sewed my Harley seat. So it was an experience, but your bike is blinged out too.
I definitely have mine girlified too, and I have it blinged out. I
Yeah.
have the spoke covers on. I have the red spoke covers.
That's right.
I had some pinstriping done on it.
Beautiful.
There was a little chip in my
pinstriping.
tank, and I was like, I want something unique. You know what I mean? But I want
That's
it to
so
still
beautiful.
look stylish. So I had a spider web put on it.
Yeah,
and I
that
got
was
spider.
awesome.
I'm gonna add on so that spider web will go throughout the whole bike. It'll be like the tattoos.
Yeah.
So so we definitely have, and we both have our bitch beads hanging on the side of our bikes that match our bikes, so we're matching. And so which one of those would you say that is your style?
Out of all the bikes on there?
No, of the three styles that we have: the classic
Oh,
diva,
oh.
a dangerous daredevil, or totally girly girl.
I honestly think that I am the daredevil.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
have
the
to agree.
daredevil.
I'd have to agree with that. I could see you.
Yeah.
We got to get those horns done so you can wear your daredevil purple horns.
Yeah, this is a working shop, as we say with every show. We are located inside of Yankee Days Motorsports, and that's at 1170 Oslo Road here in Vero Beach. We broadcast our show to Creative Chicks That Ride from our boutique that's in the front. Dave is always in the back working on bikes every day. He does do by appointment only. So you can find us on Google, Facebook, wherever. It's Yankee Days Motorsports, Vero Beach. So we do bring our products into our show.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I lost my train of thought where I was going with that, what we were just talking about.
The bitch
Sorry.
beats on the bikes, blinging them out.
Oh, yeah. So
What your style is.
Yeah. So for
We
me,
got a bunch of things. I don't know. We're talking about like a million things at once.
I know. So with me, right, I make, it was a product of the week one week that we did the beads. It was a product of the week that was, that's where I was going. Michelle makes those wonderful helmet pigtails.
Yes.
And braids. And the guys are buying them as much as the girls are, which I think is phenomenal.
Awesome, yeah.
I did see a few women at Daytona with them on, and I was really looking because you make them, right?
Yeah, I do.
So
I make them, yep.
We're creative, and we have that mindset, that creative mindset, right? And we're artists, so we look at things a little differently. None of them were near the quality of the ones that you had.
Oh.
So some of
Thank
them
you.
weren't attached right. They were all frizzy and nasty, and I'm thinking, I wanted to go up to him and be like, here, take this card and get some new pigtails. Take this card, get some new pigtails.
Oh.
Because the quality that you put out with your tails is so much better than what I saw in Daytona.
Thank you.
Right, and then that's where
We
we
really
get back
are.
to the horns, because we make horns.
And that's why they're taking so long.
Right.
Not because we're lazy, or
It's product
it's
R&D,
the
right.
we're going through the research and development, and you may
Yeah.
have seen me wearing the purple horns a while back. That was just the beginning phases. That was
Stage,
just
right.
the first step in it.
Right.
Both of us are very detail oriented, and
Very,
our products
right.
are they're high quality. They're guaranteed.
And I believe this will be the first product that is co-created.
Yeah, it will. It won't be the
Co-created.
last.
No, it won't, but it is our first co-creation, which
Yep.
I think is beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
That we get the two
It's so
creative
fun.
minds together.
It's
is a lot of fun.
the two creative chicks.
Two creative chicks that ride.
Two creative chicks making something together.
For real, for real. So yeah, we would love to hear. Hi, ladies. Hi, Robin. Thank you for chatting in. You can hear us okay. I could see that.
Hi, Robin.
I have
Thanks for
our
checking
live
in.
feed on my phone, so I can make sure that we get all the comments.
Yeah, we played
So-
around with the volume. We got that right this time.
Yes, yes.
I think that we're just it's a little odd because we're not used to everything going smoothly.
It's not smooth.
Knock on wood.
I'm going to fall off a chair, hit my head, knock over the display. Something's going to happen because it happens with every
If that happens,
show.
we're going to start doing pay-per-view because that shit is funny.
Oh, it is. It is. Wait till you see the bloopers that you guys...
yeah.
Wait, just...
We're going to start doing
find
bloopers.
Us on TikTok because, yeah, that's going to be pretty fun.
TikTok will have our bloopers. I'm definitely going to post Amy's boobs on TikTok. You know that's happening.
That was such a freak thing. No, it's not. It's really who I am. But it was so funny because I was home and,
Yeah.
I didn't know I was live, and I greeted Michelle with my breastises.
Yes, it was.
Hey,
They're
hey.
just. It was a beautiful. It's beautiful morning.
Yeah.
Anyways, so vote. We're gonna go to our product of the week, which I'm very excited to look at and touch and feel. I had to behave myself while Amy was setting up, but I'm just looking, going ooh, because I know she made some really new creations.
Yes.
While we're doing that, or as we transition over into the product of the week, remember, go to yankeedaves.com. Cast your vote. It's right up there. You click that link. It should be right above our video. Is it above our video?
Yeah.
Yeah, so click it. It will take you into our group, which is Creative Chicks That Ride. And there's a vote in there. Vote which one are you? Are you Classic Diva?
Sleek.
Yeah, Sleek, Classic Diva.
That's it.
Dangerous Daredevil. Are you looking for that shock value? Or are you just a totally girly girl? We want to know. And at the end of our show, we'll reveal, which one is, I guess, the most popular. Yeah.
That's a
the
great
winner.
idea.
The
That's a great
wiener.
idea. Okay, so we're going to get a camera going, I think. But my product of the week this week is... So I'm going to come up because this is what we do when we have issues.
We have issues.
I carve...
You just want everybody to see your
carve, right?
pretty hairdo.
It's not my pretty hairdo. I want them to see my bracelets too. I'm just kidding. So this is one of my carvings. It is a wood spirit. Everyone can see that. I know I can see it clearly because I carved it. That's a wood spirit. We have a mystical sea
I love
urchint with her little ride. Right, I'm going the wrong way. I hate these cameras like this, but that's okay. So it was going to be a mermaid, and then she turned into like this mystical being because she's just badass. Right?
That's one of the things I love about that you just follow the shape of the wood and let it be what it's going to be.
Yeah, when I pick up a piece of wood, I usually get an idea as to what kind of wood it is. So this was a piece that I carved. I love doing mixed textured art, right? So like, I just bring things together. So this is an owl that I carved. And then when I carved it,
I love that owl.
I did the feathers to it too. So it's a feathered owl. This is...
Whoo!
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
You show my favorite dude.
And this is Michelle's fave. It's our
love him.
It's our little biker mascot here at the shop.
But if somebody buys him, she'll have to make a new biker mascot.
I will make a new one. He's just riding in the wind with his little bandana. He's just adorable. So I do carvings. I've also carved quite a few of these, which are called
Pakuas.
Pakuas. They're a Chinese...
I like what you call them better, though.
I call them bagaos, just saying, because that's how it's pronounced in Ephonics, right? So I've carved a couple of these for the shop, and they are mirrors to bring energies and deflect energy and stuff like that. I have a couple of more things at home that I'm working on, but my passion is carving. So I love carving my little dudes, and this was one of my very first pieces, and I don't think I'll ever sell him because he's just my Bubba Bear.
He's so damn cute.
I go the wrong way all the time. Yeah, my camera tactics are not okay. So this was one of my first carvings ever, and I just adore him.
Yeah,
he's so adorable. Cute. He's like my little polar bear baby.
I wonder if we could put the camera on like your book while you're talking about, because you do like custom orders, right?
Yes, I do.
People's pictures.
Is the camera working now?
It's working, but it's very slow, so it would be good for a still.
Yeah, let's do a still.
We can just pretend it's a picture,
We
you
can
know?
pretend.
Don't you just love us? Like we were, what, 2 minutes ago, we were like, oh, everything's going so smooth.
I know, talking stuff. Okay, so
Yeah, try to.
let's do this. I'm gonna take the camera and I'm gonna give you a crotch shot. Just a little crotch shot. So these are some of my
That's going on
cardigans.
TikTok.
Yeah, it is. Crotch shot. So somebody sent me this picture, and it's frozen. There you go. And that is what I carved from the picture. I'm trying to get the glare out of there. Okay, so I carved a couple of stitches.
Isn't that something?
So another one was, I want to find Butchie's dog.
Yeah, I love that
Butchie's
one.
my boy, right? So,
Hi, Butchie.
hi, Butch. I don't even know
he's
if he
watching.
watches our show. to be
He
honest
watches
with you.
our show.
So I want you to meet Noelle. As soon as our camera catches up.
Hi,
so
Noelle.
this is Noelle. She is a beautiful Rottweiler. That's Butchie's dog. She's one of my favorites. Can't get the damn camera to work, but we'll figure it out. We are having a little technical difficulties. So that's what I carved. I carved the head of Noelle
That
for
looks-
Butch.
That was like a 3-dimensional, like your bear,
Yeah,
right?
that's 3-dimensional. It's a full head. In the minute Butch saw it, he's like, "Oh my God, that's my dog."
That's so cool.
Yeah. So people will hand me a picture of something, and I create it in wood. So you're just gonna look at me for a hot second till I find something else. I hope you're looking at the ceiling. That's even better.
All the things on our walls are for sale.
Yes, everything here. So I'll take pieces of wood and I just create them. When I picked up that piece of wood, I knew that it was a couple, a man and a woman. And that's one of my favorite pieces. So I do a lot of custom carving. People send me pictures. That's actually the handle to Butchie's cane. Carved a little wood spirit on there for him. Yeah, so that's an eagle I carved. That's a little phoenix rising. I carved the phoenix. This one's still here at the shop. The
Yeah, we have
Phoenix
the phoenix
rising.
in the window.
We have them in the window being our mascot. A couple of cane handles that I carved of an eagle, top of a cane.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I do a lot of custom work, and I don't know how I'm going to get this to sit now. We'll see if I can get it back over here to sit behind me, maybe. I don't know.
That works.
Okay, so I do a lot of custom work. If you send me a picture, I can carve it. We also have a lot of pieces here in the shop. My website has been temporarily disabled as I am coming from Starnelli Creations into the Wood Witchery, the new company name. There's a lot of detail that go in the background with that, and I definitely wanted to just disable the website. So we do have my company phone number listed there. That is not my personal line. Well, I answer the phone anyway, but it's 772.
Will your receptionist get it for you?
261-4108. She's my temporary. She's my assistant too.
I'm the
So,
secretary.
The website for Starnelli Creations, and,
Excuse me.
which got switched over to the Wood Witchery this past week. The company names and all of the licensing, all that kind of crap, has been switched over. So now
good.
the last step is the website itself. So I'm removing old things that were company related. Are you looking at my booty? Yeah, girl, she got some ham hocks going on right there. For real. Look at that. That's a healthy girl. That's a healthy girl.
That's some boot. Nice. Leave the camera there. I like it.
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Please talk to the hand.
Talk to the hand. Wait. Let me get it better for you guys. There we go.
I love it. Oh my
we're
God.
so funny.
I did not mean to interrupt you.
It's so
So
funny.
they can call that number, or they
Yeah.
can come on into the shop. And you're here. Amy's here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those
That's
are her
correct.
days here. So if you want a custom order done, pop on in when she's here and bring a
Hey.
photo of what you'd like. Or
Hi, Kat. Hi, Sissy.
Hi, Kat.
We got
Hi,
a couple
Sissy.
of people watching. Yeah,
Yay.
appreciate you ladies jumping on.
Welcome, welcome.
I hope Kat's feeling better. She's a good friend of ours, and she ended up getting COVID from one of her customers and was down and out, and she's still having trouble breathing. But when we're power washing with bleach and stuff, it gets in our lungs, and and that's what I do 3 days a week. I work with Kat and help her out in the community that we live in, and I help her get some stuff done, and women empowering women, helping women encouraging women. That's what we're about here.
Yeah, we're all about that. And if you're a woman that rides, visit our.
You need to edit those product of the week.
I love
shots.
it. The product of the week is actually
Amy's
not wood
ass.
carvings.
Oh, Lord, that's great.
So come on in, visit us. If you're a woman that rides, or you know a woman that rides, whether you ride your own or whether you ride on the back, you're still a woman that rides. And
there's a picture of
we're
our
looking for
Yankee
some
babe.
Yep.
She is sexy.
She's donning the new spring line.
Yes, she is.
And
She's coming up soon.
She's our I don't know what she is. She just stands.
Too.
Yeah, she's the mascot.
Those glasses though. I mean, they're cool and shit, but she's scaring me right now.
she's
like,
giving us
bitch,
that
you better
look.
straighten out.
Speaking of Yankee babe.
Speaking of Yankee
Oh my
babe,
God! So look at us.
Time.
Yeah, it's time for the babe of the week. Now, of course, we got our shirts, right?
We did get our bike shirts.
And we'll have to show the backs after. So,
Oh,
so we
I didn't get the air conditioning.
We didn't get the air conditioning done. So she's so hot that we're like.
I know, Melody, you got us going, girl.
So Dave and I are at the Iron Horse, right? And we're just kind of sitting in the back, up over, that gas station. It's like a really well-known, famous gas station next to the Iron Horse that, after a while they just like stop doing gas and they just fill it up.
With bikes.
Yeah,
it's filled up.
It's filled up with
I
bikes.
parked there for Oktoberfest. Yep.
I've got some pictures of that. So we're sitting there, and these two girls sitting there, and of course, I sit down with Dave, and there's not that much room, but I'm like right on the girl that's sitting at, I'm like, hi, how you doing,
Something we do.
and her sister says, come on, pull over. I'm like, hey, there's a reason I sat that close. We hit it off. We just started yapping and talking. Great girls. And turns out the person sitting next to me is Melody, right? So we start talking.
Nice.
And she says, yeah, I'm here. I don't have my bike with me. It's, remember the problem that we had with your friend's bike, where the bike would start, but she just couldn't find that fob anywhere?
Yes.
It was like the same conversation. And so she was having the new ignition put in it. So she was a little bummed, but she gave me a picture of her on her trike. She's our first trike babe. She rides her own.
Yes, she is.
Her name is Melody. She lives in Florida, so she's up a little further north in Florida. Hilarious, sweetheart of a gal, and so we're just chatting it up. Her dad was like a daredevil. Her dad was like he rode those like Cessna planes, and he would like do the big like, and then he would like take them out. And he's like a big daredevil
for him, yeah.
And he bought a bike once. He finally was like, and they owned a bar where bikers went all the time, loved motorcycles. She said he bought a bike, rode it around the block, and he was like, yeah, that's not for me,
Right.
But the girls, they kept their interest in bikes. They grew up around them. So she rides her trike. Melody, she's our babe of the week. She's still in Daytona.
Yes.
And I knew Robin was going to love that trike.
Yeah, Robin, you know.
Yeah. It's a beautiful trike, and she is...
Tribe.
Yeah, the Trike Tribe. I love it. And so we'll probably meet up with her again because we did exchange numbers.
That's awesome.
And she gave us like a little tip on a really cool campground where we could stay at for like $40 a night. You get a little camping cabin. And it's walking distance. Well, I mean, you could take it's a little bit long of a walk, but it's walking distance to like Iron Horse and
I would do
all
that.
those
I would
in the area.
A mile versus sitting in traffic sometimes.
Yeah.
That was another reason why I decided to ride on the back of Jim's bike, to be honest with you. because the last 2 times, I mean, I ride up, right?
Yeah,
Because
and
we're
clutch,
close.
yeah.
Well, not only my clutch hand, but sitting in that effing traffic. My bike is burning my thighs, and if my thighs are getting burned, I don't want to be on bike. Just saying.
We need some more votes, girls.
Yeah,
so
we do.
go on over to the Babes, the Chicks That Ride group off Yankee Dave's Facebook page and vote. Are you that classic lady rider? Are you a daredevil or are you a girly girl? We want to know.
Girly girl glam.
I also do want to give a shout out though to Melody's sister. She is this is just like absolutely hilarious. These two are great. I didn't upload their picture, saving it. I kept it for myself. And the reason that I didn't upload their picture, I took a picture of the two of them together, and they were just so sweet. We were all bundled up. It was a little bit cold that day, and so
yeah, it was
so they
nice.
tore off all of their clothing.
Ooh,
and
all of it?
all of it. And they were nude. No, I'm just kidding. They were like layers and layers
Got
and layers.
everyone's attention on that one, Michelle.
And then they posed for a picture for me. Great gals. So Melody's sister's name is Renee, and she's gonna be
Renee.
Hi Renee and Melody. Thank you so much. It was so great to meet you too. And Renee is actually going to be she wants her own bike too, but she's got a car payment right now, so she's like, I gotta pay off the car first, then I'm gonna get my own bike. But what you're gonna love about this is she is Melody's bitch, so she rides bitch on the back of that trike. I love it. I love these
awesome.
two. They rock. So Babe of the Week, Melody.
Thanks, Melody.
Thanks.
Woo, woo.
It was so great. Best place I ever sat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun time. Well,
listen, I'm sorry. See what happens? Like, I've been really good, quiet. I don't make innuendos, and I go on a date, and look what happens. The beast gets woken up. She's no longer a little cub in a cage. She becomes a fucking lioness.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
So,
she becomes the lioness. So listen.
It's the best place I've sat in March. This week.
Good save, Michelle. Good save. Oh, I love us.
Oh, great.
I love us.
So yeah, the Babe of the Week. I know we talked about it last week, but I do want to take a minute and kind of go over. I am finishing up the page that is on my Yankee Babe apparel that will also be linked through Yankee Dave's Motorsports on his website and on all of our websites, as well as the Facebook pages. And what it is it's called the Yankee Babe Project, right? So I know we talked about it last week. I'm just going to kind of step into detail. We're in the process of creating a calendar.
Yes.
The calendar is going to be available for pre-order. I'm figuring by the time we get to maybe mid-April, it's going to be available for pre-order.
Yeah.
We're going to be raising funds for Serenity House.
Right, and Serenity House is very close and dear to both of us.
Yep.
I'm very active in the recovery network here in town, and I myself am in recovery. I'm proud to be in recovery. I love my life today. I have spirit bumps everywhere because I'm right where I'm supposed to be, helping who I'm supposed to help. But these people moved up and they opened some sober living houses for people in early recovery to have a safe and stable place that is recovery oriented, 12-step detailed. In the Serenity House, can use all the help they can get because they help men and women. They have men's houses and women's houses, get back on their feet. And I think all our proceeds from the calendar are going, after cost, is going to go right to the Serenity House.
Yeah. And hopefully help some of the women out there and inspire them. And, because it's a big step.
Right.
It's a big step. And I think that, it's safe to say that, riding a motorcycle, not that we would, encourage it for people that it's not for you, but it's a very empowering experience, and it gives you a high that's like no other, and it's a good, it's a good safe high, and so we like to encourage that through our program, and it's very near and dear to both of us because we
it's
have
touched both of our lives. I think that the pandemic that really needs to be concerned is the opioid pandemic that's ravishing our country and ravishing people's lives on every few moments, believe it or not. And so again, you know, my
You can
number
just
was
inspire.
listed a little earlier,
Mhm.
and if, you know, you have any questions or know anyone who you might want to send my way with questions in regards to addiction or helping somebody get some help for
Yeah,
addiction,
sober,
you know,
sober living.
feel free
getting
to
on.
call me.
Yep.
Feel free to get in touch
That's
with me.
it's great of you to put that out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And yeah, so what's happening with the Yankee Babe project is, you know, each week we pick our babes, right? So we either go out and we hand pick our babes, or we have like a lot of men will send in photos of their women, or women will send in photos of their friends. We had one of our viewers, Robin, send in a photo of her mom that rides. And
Yes.
each week we feature a babe. Now we're taking it a step further and we're doing this contest. So the contest is each month roundup. Like I said, by next week our voting will begin on the babes, and we'll be narrowing it down to 12 babes. And then that final vote is, so the 12 babes will obviously be, actually there'll be 11 because Amy and I are going to be in the calendar. Probably clothed, but it hasn't been decided yet, so whatever sells the calendar.
That's right. That's right.
It's
Tits
a-
and
it's a
tattoos,
secret,
baby.
yeah. 2021, tits and tattoos. There's a lot of that here. And at very end of the 11 babes, we're going to vote for like one like bodacious
Babe.
best babe,
Right,
you know,
best
and
babe.
she's going to get that photo shoot. She's going to get her bike detailed. She's going to be our cover babe for the calendar, and you know, it's going to be quite an event. She's going to get like a bunch of gifts from us.
Right, exactly. And listen, most of the voting is going to be done by our viewers,
Yep.
right? So we're going to do the polls. We're
Yep.
going to start doing a lot more polls, and we really want your interaction because, you know, we do this show for you guys.
Yep.
You know, we don't do it, well, we do it because
Well,
we
we
like
do.
to laugh at each other, but
We got nothing
you
else
know,
going on.
yeah.
Plus, we want to see all our crap that we make all the time. Wait a minute, it's awesome
It's not
stuff.
crap, man. I work hard. She works hard. You know,
We
and,
love our crap.
We do. We love doing our crafting. You know,
Mhm.
so yeah. We'll
So-
be coming up on that.
I feel like we're getting kind of spiritual here on everybody. You know.
Yeah, we are. The passions of the wood carving and, you know, recovery is really a big part of my life, and I'm grateful for that. So one of the things that I've been I'm always interested in the show is listening to other people talk about their higher power, their connection to source, their
Mhm.
spirituality, and I learned so much from other people, right? And so for me, you know, I get up every morning, I light sage, I cleanse my room, I cleanse my area just to, like, you know, clear it all out. And I sit in silent meditation for a little bit, and then I pull my cards, man, and get some guidance for the day. Like, what do I need to be aware of? What do I need to watch for? You know, and I just give it up. Like, you know, all right, I'm here, I'm centered,
Mhm.
now I can go about my day. When I don't do that, you know,
It's
last
all
week I
wonky.
came in, I was a hot mess. I was like, yeah, because
I think you were like bumping into walls.
I mean, I was worse than crawling under the table. You'll see that on TikTok. So, you
We're
know,
really promoting that.
people have so many different ways to, you know, a lot of people go to church.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that go to church every Sunday, and they get connected with God, right? And I'm female, so my God's female. It's just how I am. God is God to me, but that's my spiritual path, right? And because I gotta think she's a badass bitch up there, right? Like,
Yeah.
she rules, you know. So that's for me. And people go to the beach. I have a couple of women who every morning walk the beach, and they walk the beach with nothing, no phone, no headphones, them, the ocean, and God, right? So kind of curious how other people connect with their higher spirit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was born and raised Catholic, and I just remember how fake I used to feel, because I would go to church and I would be like, you know, God, confession, walk out the door and go steal candy at the corner store. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know.
That was the 80s, huh?
Yeah. 70s.
We all did 70s, 80s.
Yeah, it was the 70s. So there's all different ways to go about your spirituality. I work with a lot of women, and we do a lot of prayer and meditation. You know, that's my way of connecting. You know, I have my little thing that I do every morning.
Do you do something like that before you go on your bike too? Like before you ride?
I always bless my bike. I always say, God, that protection bubble around me. Right? I was even talking to Jim about it on the back of the bike. I'm like, our bubble's closing in. Move it. Because we're on 95, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you got trucks and you got cars and you got people. He says, do you ever notice how distracted people are in their cars? I'm like, I notice it a lot more when I'm on my bike because I'm so aware, right? So, yeah, I bless my bike every time I get on it. I bless my car every time I get in it. You know, I put that hedge of protection around me and around everyone around me. Because then, you know, I can, like, people see me ride and I'll be like, and they'll be like, what are you waving at? I'm like, no, I'm stopping that car from pulling out, man. Because I got it like that.
There. Get back on your side.
Right. Stay in your lane, bro. Stay in your lane. So, yeah, so I bless my bike every time I get on it. You know, I shoot up a little prayer, God, just keep me safe. Wrap me in that bubble, white light, and everyone around me, you know.
Nice.
Because when I ride with other people, I want them protected too. I saw a bit of a, I didn't see anything but the debris on the road when we were traveling up US 1, and
I hate that.
bikes were pulled over everywhere. There was a ton of wreckage in the road, but as we drove through, because there wasn't that much traffic, I didn't see a downed bike, I didn't see a downed biker, I didn't see any of that. So I just shot up a prayer and said, you know, keep them all safe. You know, and so that's kind of what I do. How do you do it? How do you connect with your spirituality?
That's a good question. I think I believe more that, I mean, it's very similar to yours, very similar. I just believe that we're all have that capability to be able to plug into a higher power, you know, plug into like that universal knowledge, you know, and you know, that we kind of, not that we are God, but that we are a part, that we're like connected to that source, you know what I mean, and that we have the capabilities to, you know, be able to tap into that energy and draw it down into our lives whenever we'd like. So so for me, it's organized religion, you know, it's just, hey, it works. And I did the Catholic thing. I taught catechism.
Right.
It definitely makes sense. You know what I mean? And I definitely value people that feel close, because I think any spirituality, any positive religion,
right here, Michelle,
and any spirituality in your life, it keeps you it keeps you humble, maybe. You know what I mean? It just keeps you appreciating what you have in your life, and that's important to me.
I did a lot of research when I was searching for my spirituality, right? So I did a lot of research in Buddhism, Judaism, Catholic, Christian, Jehovah, all of it. I went through so many, right? And the one thing that I found was common ground was we need to love each other and treat each other with the respect that we want, right? Because we're all one. Yeah. We just need to love each other, right? Because that's what the world needs, especially in times like this, man. We need to reach out and love somebody. Humans were not created to be isolated. They were not created to walk this earth alone.
We're very social animals,
we
obviously.
have social instincts. Yeah.
We have to do a show every week. That's how social, you know, we want to amplify that.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I'd love to hear from you guys if any of you want to chime in on how you get connected. A lot of people here in Florida use the beach. You know, we have a ton of churches here that are packed every Sunday. You know, and there's just a lot of different ways to do it. Yeah. You know, and the most important thing is it's your higher power. It's what works for you. And if it works for you to keep you connected, to feel loved and secure, then that's what then that's good stuff, man. You know. That's really
it can't
good
be.
stuff.
Yeah, it can't be bad. It's got to be good.
Yeah, you know, they say that you're just needs to be a loving, caring higher power.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, loving and caring.
And asking for that guidance and assistance and that protection. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, and believing
Right.
it, I guess.
Yeah, you have to have a belief in it, because if you don't believe in something, you know, like, why are you doing it? You're lying to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And, yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the spiritual spin today. It's been really on my mind. I have been trying to guide other people to find their spirituality, not mine, theirs. And it's done through suggestions and videos that I recommend and stuff like that. So, you know, try this, try that. You'll
So you don't
find
actually
yourself.
try to push your beliefs
Oh,
or
no,
your
no,
spirituality
no.
on another
Never,
person.
Never, never.
I know you
This
don't,
is
but
what
I just
do.
want it, yeah.
This is what works for me, right? And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
However you are is good for you, then it's good for you, man.
Yeah.
Because you only got you to make happy. Because
Aw.
God wants you to be okay with who you are, right?
Yep.
So if I'm feeling I'm not good enough, whatever, any kind of negative feeling, it's almost like insulting my higher power.
Mm.
We were created perfectly imperfect, and it's okay.
That's a good one.
Right, we were
Like
created
that.
perfectly imperfect, and that is okay. We are never going to be perfect, so stop trying.
Yeah.
It ain't
Give
gonna
up on
happen.
it. Give up on it.
Right, accept it, and I do, and I love it. I love my life today, so that's my spiritual spin. Next week,
Thank you.
it'll be something different.
I know. Next week it'll be a whole different spin.
Woo!
Whew. Make my head
Yes.
spin.
For real.
Our voting is still tied at Classic Diva and Dangerous Daredevil.
Come on, y'all, get some votes in there. Kat,
Yeah.
did you go on and vote, Kat? You need to go vote, Kat. I know you're not feeling good today, but we need somebody to do a tiebreaker, please.
Yeah, and if you don't see yours up there, you know, definitely add one, because I have it set up that you can add one.
Yes.
So,
Add a poll, that's right. That's great.
So events, right? We've got this weekend, again, that Daytona Bike Week is extending out. You know, next weekend is the last weekend. A lot of people say that the last weekend is the best weekend. I happen to know that when you hear about the weather, you might agree with that, but I'm not going to give it away yet. And so we've got really a lot of good things going on there. So be sure and check on our Creative Chicks That Ride tab on the Yankee Dave's website, because there is that link to all the Daytona events that are going on. But I did want to point out one big thing, which is, you know, you're definitely going to want to get there early, but Jackal is playing at the
Yes.
Destination Harley Davidson. And Dave and I went there. That was our first stop when we went. So we were there on, what was that, Monday morning?
Sunday. You left Sunday. You didn't
We
leave
left
Saturday.
Sunday.
You left Sunday.
Yeah,
You
so...
came home Tuesday.
Yeah, so Monday morning we were over at Harley Davidson in the morning, and they've got quite a lot going on there. Quite a lot of vendors, a lot of activities going on. It was a nice crowd. It was, in fact,
Yeah, she did a little TikTok video on it.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, we are pushing that TikTok, and so
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
so that's going to be Sunday, March.
13th?
Yeah, so that means my birthday's on a Tuesday.
Oh, why do I keep thinking that it's a Monday, girl?
I thought it was Monday too.
Yeah, shout out to Michelle and Butch, who share a birthday on 3/15.
Butchie.
What?
Pisces, we're so funny.
No, it's Monday the 15th. So it's Saturday night they're playing the 13th.
Oh, they're playing
night
Saturday the 13th. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Didn't have my glasses on.
It's okay.
Maybe they're
I
going to
got
play
you.
Sunday too. Maybe that's like a prediction that I'm having.
Ooh.
So Saturday, March 13th, you want to get there early. Write down the information. We'll leave that up for a second or two, and I'll also post it on our page. There's also a lot of other things going on. Amy and I are talking about maybe heading over to Earl's on Saturday, because there's a chick band playing that we love.
Girl band.
Girl band.
She rocks the house.
Yeah.
Rocks
So
the house. Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
we'll share that too. So what's the weather going to be like?
So, well, last weekend it was so effing cold. I could not get
Oh my
over
God,
it.
I
I
was
was
gonna-
like, Michelle's like, we're leaving. I'm like, I'm not going. I'm not going to freeze my buns off.
It wasn't that bad.
And then it
That was,
ended
like,
up
bundled up.
coming to be a little bit nicer, and I was just really saddened that I did not go up with you and Dave, although we did meet up there. So Friday, it's going to be, this weekend it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be high 70s, low 80s, all weekend, sunny, no chance of rain. Daytona's about 5 degrees cooler, so it's still going to be in the 70s.
Perfect riding
sunny,
weather.
beautiful. The only thing is, it's the time of year that once that sun goes down, the temperature drops drastically quick. So bring a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
That happened to me in
Face
Daytona.
mask.
Yeah, that happened to me up in Daytona.
Booty.
It was beautiful. We rode up. I had my jacket on. I had my extra jacket in the saddlebag, and we get up there, and that sun went down. I threw on my other jacket. It was still warm from being in the saddlebag in the sun. I was like, thank you. Half hour down the road, I'm like, we need to go to a hotel. I cannot drive 3 hours home.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You'd be all.
I couldn't do it. And he's like, oh, thank you. So then we ended up like hotel shopping, but I ended up staying at my favorite spot, and I'm not giving it away because I want to get filled up every year. And it's about a half hour south of Daytona.
She'll tell you after she's there.
Yeah. So, but it was good.
I
So
know where it
that's
is.
the weekend.
So it'll cost you, but I can tell you where it is.
Yeah.
I won't.
No.
I might.
We might be
I
doing
can't
that.
lie.
We might be doing a cabin.
No, we might do the cabin. We also were talking about getting a fun mover, like renting a fun mover and camping at Cackleberry.
Nice.
You know, we got Johnny. Shout out to Johnny
What up,
over at the Biker Shack.
Johnny?
And Sebastian. Him and Shari went up.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, you gotta check out Cabbage Patch. You know, he's like, I can't. Been in Florida like my whole life, and
Never
here I
heard
like,
of it.
for so long. And he's heard of it, but he's like, we've just never ventured out. We always do Main Street. You know, you have those places that you go. So they went and checked it out, and he's like, oh my god, best place ever. So now they're going to be camping there. So we might camp there.
You know, I
We
went
might
to the
even
Cabbage Patch and I loved it. Loved it. And then I went to Bunnell. And I Route 1 Bunnell, so Iron Horse, Boot Hill, Annie Oakley's, all the way up to Destination Daytona. I never made it to Main Street Daytona.
Main Street was tough this year because it was there's a lot of rules. You know what I mean? It was still packed when we went by it. We just didn't hit Main Street either. Yeah. And they were having how was Main Street? We have a customer here that was on. How was it this year? Was it
Down
different?
Main Street.
They're keeping bikes from backing up in certain areas on the street.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because for so many people walking back and
Oh.
forth.
So you have to just keep moving once you're in there.
Yeah, they got different parking spots. One place
Oh,
is $5.
designated parking,
that's good
designated parking.
Mm-hmm.
they got it for $5 and $7, and you can go in and out. They give you this ticket
Oh,
all
okay.
day long. It's not just a
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's good.
And as far as going up and down Main Street, you'll see some of the weirdest shit.
I know.
Main
It's-
Street was always
definitely
a great
entertaining.
attraction because of the entertainment. So I would go, like me and Bev went up last year. My girlfriend Bev, hey Bev.
Hi, Bev.
Hopefully you're checking us out this time. We went up last year
said
for
she was gonna.
Biketoberfest, and we literally parked and stood like right near our bikes and just people watched.
Yeah.
And
You
I
see the
love
most
to people watch.
amazing things. In fact, if you see that photo that was running through Daytona on Tuesday of the lovely lady in the green costume, she was on Main Street, you know. So,
Yeah.
so you do get to see. It's definitely something if you've never been before to see. And,
Do it.
And if you have, if you have the time to just sit there, or if you're okay with the traffic, if you're not okay with like kind of running that parade route, you'll definitely want to go around and park. And they do have parking for like $5 and $7. And I was just told that now it's all day rather than, just for so much time. You can come in and out as you choose.
Who won our poll?
Okay, so
Let's see.
let's see. Okay, I got. It looks still the same. You seeing the same thing?
Yeah, it's still the same going on that.
Okay, so we have a tie. We have a tie for Classic Diva. Straight lines and sleek designs send shivers up my spine. And tied with Dangerous Daredevil. If it shocks you and piques your interest at the same time, I've done my job. So there you go, those classic lines. Girly girls, it's okay. You didn't win it, but that's all right. Maybe we'll do that again.
Yeah, maybe we'll
was
do that
fun.
next year. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was good to see.
Yeah.
And, you know, we would love to still get your comments regarding
Yeah.
the show, maybe any upcoming topics you want us to discuss.
Yep. Voting is
And,
now closed, but for those that did vote, we will be sending you a little bit of surprise in the mail. So, you know, we'll be in touch with you.
Yes.
Encourage other people. For those of you that didn't vote, no. Sorry. For those of you that didn't vote, make sure you vote next time. We'd love
That's
to
right,
hear your
because guess
opinion.
what? When you vote,
You
have
win.
a chance to win something.
Yeah. All right, my darlings.
Guys, have a wonderful week. Enjoy the beautiful bike weather this weekend. Ride safe in Daytona. And yeah, we have
We're on Facebook,
Facebook, Twitter,
Twitter, and YouTube.
and YouTube.
Yes.
Check
And
us out.
TikTok
at the
coming
links
soon.
above, and TikTok's coming soon. So yes, please come check us out. Leave us some comments.
Thank you for watching.
Ciao, Bellas.